Hi guys, welcome back to Finpact. Lucid stock has had so much volatility recently. Yes, we've seen some good news, but we've also seen a lot of negatives and fears from investors. Now we have some strange good news. Lucid's competitor, Rivian Automotive, actually produced better than expected Q4 results. They had a large sequential increase in deliveries in their Q4 results compared to their Q3. Now, this has investors thinking that Lucid could do better than feared. So many investors are bullish on Lucid's Q4 results and its full year results, which could be great news for the Lucid stock price. But I do think people might trade in on this news beforehand as people do speculate, and this could cause a lot of volatility. I personally think when you're investing, especially on such a speculated company, I personally would avoid trading. I mean, that's not to say you can't make profits, but it gives you less stress because there's so much volatility in these stocks that you can never really predict how things will go. Which is why I've always suggested that if you believe in the company fundamentals for Lucid, then I personally think at least buy now when the prices are low and then hold for 5 to 10 years. At the most, you may lose your investment, especially because it's a newer company and it's in its growth phase. But if it does take off, the returns could be substantial. Again, that depends on people's risk appetite and what they expect. But I personally see Lucid as a bit of a hit or miss stock at this stage. I think there are other electric vehicles that have a lot of potential as well. I am bullish on Lucid, but with the volatility and how subdued the price is. But if we do see recovery later in the stock price, then it will be largely because of one, the macroeconomic sentiment, and two, because Lucid will be finally making profits in the future. Because right now, they have been reporting large net losses. So for Lucid's Q3 results, they reported a revenue of $195.5 million. However, they did also report a net loss. This net loss was around 40 cents per share. However, those analysts that are bullish on the Lucid stock believe the price can rally substantially. Currently, we're sitting at a price of $6.27. The analyst rating consensus is a hold, so there are 3 analysts saying it's a buy, 2 are saying it's a hold, and 3 a sell. So it's quite a mixed bag. But those that are bullish give it a price target of $14.74. That is a whopping 134.71% upside from where we're at. And on top of that, Lucid just had a $1.5 billion equity offering. And this was, of course, to raise funds. But we would assume that Lucid is raising funds because, one, it's a startup and it wants to gain funding to achieve scalability. But actually, they came out and said that this equity offering was done to strengthen its balance sheet. And that left a lot of investors skeptical. They were questioning whether Lucid's motives were correct. Now, another negative is that Elon Musk does not seem to be supporting Lucid. I mean, why would he? He's the founder and CEO of Tesla, which is one of the biggest electric vehicle companies in the world. So he wouldn't exactly want a rival to come up and take market share from Tesla. So I think this statement may have a vested interest. We don't know. My personal belief is that he's probably not coming from the best interest for Lucid, but that's also because he is the CEO and owner of Tesla, which is a competitor. This tweet says, Lucid is also offering customers who ordered a Grand Touring after prices were increased an up to 10% discount to complete their order. So basically, another tweet here says Lucid is doing everything they can to reverse order cancellations. Seems slightly worrying. It seems like they're in desperate mode to maintain and keep these orders. And Elon Musk tweeted back saying, they are not long for this world. Yeah, and it says in this article, the company is now reportedly desperate to not lose any more reservations and considers every cancellation a failure. So I do think Lucid is trying its very best to ramp up its production, its deliveries, and its sales and getting reservations from customers. I mean, when the stakes are so high, the cost of building these electric vehicles is so high, and so much investment has gone into raising capital for Lucid, I do understand their urgency in trying to make revenues and profits. But I also think Elon Musk isn't exactly helping them. I feel like it's like bullying the weakest link in the playground, and that's just not right. Anyway, I do want to mention some great news for Lucid since we've harped on a lot about the negatives, but I want to give you guys an even honest balanced view of everything. And this is that the deliveries of entry-level Lucid Air Pure are now underway. Now, this is one of their cheapest vehicles, but remember, I mean cheap, but they are a luxury brand, so it's still going to be pretty expensive. So this model is actually $87,400. I mean, not cheap, but they are a luxury electric vehicle. And this is just one of their cheaper models. Anyway, from a price perspective, this beats Tesla's Model S dual motor, which sells at $106,440. So definitely a good start to 2022. Let's hope Lucid's Q4 results are also positive. I'll make an update video for you guys in the next week. Also, guys, remember, this is not financial advice. Make sure you do your own research. These are just my opinions. I am not a financial advisor. And currently, I'm not completely bullish and I'm not completely bearish on Lucid. I'm just sort of monitoring how it's going until I make a move myself. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And if you are bullish on Lucid, leave a comment. If you're bearish, I also want to hear from you guys because I want to gather everyone's feedback and do my own research myself. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!